Good job!
Good morning, everybody. Good morning to Jay. Welcome to being the first here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Little bit of a delay this morning, and excuse this time around, because there's always one, is that
hello there.
Tomorrow is the first day for our son in what we call junior high, but what the Americans often call middle school. And he's joining a school that has been a K-9 school, so kindergarten through grade 9. Ooh.
Hello.
Good morning, ITT Tom and friends. Glad to see you.
Hello.
Perfect timing. Apologies for starting a little bit late, guys. I know that you like it when I start on the hour. And also apologies for the ad break. So when the ad break is over in about another 20 seconds or so, if you, Tom and crew, could tell me what you were up to, I would really appreciate that. Good morning, Yellow. It's the Tom Raid of the ITT variety, so I see. That's awesome. Let's see who else I missed saying hello to. Good morning, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. And Scrublord, hello. Your request has been fulfilled, suffice to say. Let's see, what else? Oh, Yellow, yeah. Yellow has a yellow house, so I gotta show him that for sure. And that's about it. So IT Tom was working on the Dead Rock Overworld train line. So for those of you that don't really know what that's all about, we have... Oh, shoot, I can't do this from here. Okay, I'm going to slip into the nether for just a split second, because I want to show you guys something to just visual illustration, I guess. So in Bedrock, one of these Bedrock Java differences. In Bedrock, they cannot get up here on the roof. You can see my Y coordinate on the left there, hopping 128, 129. They can't get up here. And they certainly, if they can get up, they can't build. So just in case I missed something there. Suffice to say, we have on Java a train line that's been built very, very nicely by multiple different people actually helped with the lines themselves. And then down this direction towards spawn, that's where our train station is. So in Java, we have ourselves, my map's a little bit sketchy, but we have ourselves quite an elaborate train system that goes all over the server. You can see a bunch of these gray lines. Because Bedrock can't do that, last season, Dadcraft made a suggestion, half in jest, half seriously, more of a dare really, to see if this season the Bedrock players could all get together and build themselves an overworld train line between all their bases. Now, one of the big differences also between Java and Bedrock is for various file storage reasons. The Bedrock players have a trim, so they have, in essence, a maximum distance they're really allowed to go out, without risk that during the trim their base will be, well, actually, since they risk, more or less guarantee that their base would vanish if they went outside the trim. So usually it's about, 2,500, I think, or something like that. It used to be 2,000 square, but I don't know if it was changed. But the point I'm making at that one is that my base itself, cheesily enough, we're looking at, say, a ballpark from 2060, X2060 to about, yeah, so about 100 blocks. That doesn't make any sense. But in any case, that's pretty big. But the point I'm trying to make is if you were doing an overworld train line with your own terrain, which is somewhat similar to this one if the generation is similar, and you can see from some of the tags popping up as I zoom out, we have a lot. So trying to get a base to all these people, or not base, sorry, a train line to all these people overworld is quite a monumentous task. So having people like ITT Tom, or in this case, my screen's snapping the name off it, TTT Tom with an I on the front, separately. Anyway, but having people like that working really hard to get the bases going, not bases, sorry, the train lines going to the various different bases, and such is quite impressive. I was looking at just recently a picture of the proposed train line, and it was mildly amusing to me that the train line, it has multiple different colored loops on it, and I was amused by the fact that the person whose post I was looking at has a UK name, because internationally London Tube System is known as one of the most complicated in the Western world. It may be more complicated in some of the other, like in Asia or something, but yeah, that's one of the most complicated ones in the Western world, and the tube maps are generically known as very difficult to understand, so I just had a good chuckle over that one. So today on this server, as you can see, I've already shown the base. We are first starting off with the closeout of a couple of different redeems. So for one piece is Scrublord had asked for, or had redeemed his own private command, so one that he can run, and for understandable reasons he can run it and I can run it. And that's it. So I wanted to let him know that that is in place and should be usable whenever he wants. I believe it's once an hour at the moment, so that should work. Hey, Dibble Shrugs, good to see you. Good morning.
Hello.
The second piece, as you are seeing here, doesn't meet expectations there, Scriblord. Let's do it one more time, just for everybody else's fun. Oops. So that's the new one.
Scrub, you dang guy.
I don't know who recorded the audio. Scriblord sent it to me, and I swear it sounds like the first bit where it says his name is actually being sung, so that's kind of cool. So what you're seeing here is the second redeem that we had. Yellow had redeemed the command, build me a house. Took me a bit to figure out how I was going to do it when he said, make my house slightly yellow themed. I started with thatch, as we saw yesterday. That's what we were doing a lot of last night, was thatching the roof, and that took forever. Then I decided that was not looking very good up against the wood, but he still wanted a yellow theme, so I came up with thatch walls instead. So there, for yellow. Alright. And if that meets yellow's thumbs up approval, then it's scratch off the list. All we need now is a sign to say it belongs to yellow. And do I have one handy? Probably in the workbox. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. Unless you have plans for more chaos. I will point out that although you're the first one to get a sign... Oh, nope, that one's not going to work. I just exited the wrong application. Haha. Good job. Alright. Nope, that sign's not going to work because I'm a little bit low. Ooh, a little bit low on glow ink. So I have to go grab a different sign. Do I have anything else in these boxes? Huh. I thought I had half a dozen birch signs. So we'll use those just because the reason I like the birch ones is when we're going dark lettering on light background, the birch is easy to see. So that's why I tend to have a whole ton of them kicking around. There we go. But pointing out that although yellow has the first house, he doesn't have to have the last house, nor does he only have to have one yellow house. Okay, let's see. 9, 4, Is it lowercase t's or uppercase t's? I think it's lowercase to start with. We can always change it, right? That's one of the beauties of this one. All right. And Scrubblord now reclaimed the biggest fan. So let's put those in the workbox. Alrighty. So we're 2 down. Excellent. Excellent. So as you can start to see from overhead, although the house looks huge, based on the space we've got, I could fit quite a number more in here. So we can always do things like start naming monks or something like that, or naming villagers. That's a possibility as well. Which I can turn that on within the space of about 5 minutes, so it's not a huge deal. Build you a house. Ooh. So, Scrublord, question for you, if I made it correct, let me grab the redeem info. Biggest fan. Build me a house. Spruce for the corners with stone brick walls. Ooh. All right. So, just to make sure I understand you correctly, this one. There we go. Make sure I understand you correctly, Scrublord. So you're... Oop, come on, bed. So you're saying then where I've got the hay on Yellow's house, you want that to be stone brick, right? And then we've got... Then we'll have spruce pillars, if I heard that correctly. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my Sharpie marker, or my dry erase marker, and write that down. Yippers, all right.
Hello there.
Hello, Tim Dog. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're having fun playing in the background. Okay, so we've got my whiteboard, and I'm just going to write Scrublord, just in case I get sidetracked. So we want spruce pillars, and then stone brick. I can't spell when I'm holding this today. I think I've seen pharmacists that's writing better than I am today. Okay, so we got spruce walls, stone brick. So spruce pillars, stone brick walls. Okay. Any particular preference for the roof, or just something other than hay block? All right. So we will get a start on that, because I have the stuff all laid out here. And if you don't have any objections to your neighbor being yellow, we're all good. Whatever I think would go well with it. Okay, great. So we'll get most of it built, and then we can decide on the roof after, because that's what happened yesterday. Yellow wants a second house. Okay. So Yellow, do you want to have one house next to Scrub, or do you want to surround Scrub? You want the yellow block. Spruce pillars with bamboo planks. Okay. This should go faster as well. Spruce pillar. Bamboo plank. Vault. All right. So one of the things I did discover yesterday, someone had made a suggestion that I try using, using bamboo blocks and bamboo stairs and so on for the roof. Great in theory. We got a little bit bit by that one. And what I mean by that is that, now, although not all houses are going to be the same, turns out bamboo is a weird one, but it's oddly directional. So I'll show you really quick what I mean. This one and this one. So we've got bamboo, and you would think that you could, maybe go and put floors going in opposite directions, but it doesn't happen, right? And the thing is, stairs do the same thing. So, for example, if you're going east-west, it's fine. It looks not bad, right? But if you try to go the other direction, right, we get It's the same direction. Now, unfortunately, our houses are oriented at the moment such that this is actually the wrong direction for what we're looking at. But even if it was, compared to the actual bamboo blocks themselves, which I don't think I have any handy, but compared to the actual bamboo blocks themselves, it's just got a plank pattern on the end. So it'll work for the walls, no problem. But yeah, I was looking at that as roofing yesterday, and just based on the orientation that Yellow's house is, that didn't work. And I was thinking about it, going through my head, going, what are the yellow blocks that Yellow could possibly ask for? And we've got thatch, we've got bamboo planks. I could do wool walls, or I could do that oddly weird yellow color that comes out of yellow concrete. So all of those, not concrete, sorry. Okay, 5 then. There's concrete, and then there is terracotta. Oops, wrong one. Gotta run for a bit, says Dibble Shrugs. I have a clear moment to do some hurricane assessment and cleanup. Yes, go for it. I've heard that this year's been pretty weird in the US, and I don't even know how I missed the tail end of July. Iowa got slammed, and I found that out last night, because there was a small rash of videos showing local meteorologists, telling people in the studio to go find shelter while they stayed and talk to everybody through massive thunderstorms and stuff. And I learned new environmental words. I didn't know what a derico was before, so I had to go look that up. All right, so we have got spruce pillars. We need to go find a bunch of those, and then we can get building. Ow. I never have enough space, do I? Okay, I don't need the stone slabs at the moment, so let's put them in a stone box. I hope I can find them later. All right. That'll work for now. No, that's fine. That's fine. The bamboo does look fine on anything we're doing that's walls, because it doesn't need to have a directional texture. I was looking at the streaks in terms of, like when you do a hay bale, for example, pretty clear. Not only is it the banding we worry about, but also the direction of the fibers. And so when I was trying to use it for thatch, it really mattered that we could have it lay out this direction or that direction, or or show on the ends. It didn't really, like, it mattered. Whereas with the bamboo, I think it's going to be okay because it doesn't actually have that restriction. And if somebody really did want a thatch roof or something like that made out of the hay, then we could do that. But also, if somebody really wants a bamboo roof, then we'll just orient the house differently. That's fine. We can do that. All right. So we're going to build scrubs first, just because he beat you in a little bit. Okay, so first thing I need to figure out, where is... Oh, I have dirt. No, I don't have dirt. Use something I'm not building with. There we go. Let's use stripped oak. Just to mark corners, sort of, so that I know that the buildings are far enough apart. Because unlike modern day, I know they were allowed to be ridiculously close together. On the other hand, unlike modern day again, I also don't like the fact that things are becoming a fire hazard once again. Our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, what's that? Actually, let's try. So I'm just glancing up to see what the roof is like. Overhang is down here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would be the edge of the overhang on the next one. I can handle that. All right. What have we got? Yep. I'm gonna see if I can remember not to check off the requests until they're actually complete. But it would also help if any of the mods in the stream could assist with me keeping on top of checking off to accept ones that are in and out sort of redeems, like sounds or something like that. Just makes it a little bit neater and tidier in that list so I can find things. Oops, I want spruce. Let's put the bamboo away or I'm going to confuse myself. Where did I put the rest of the bamboo? That's the other question. Aha. Let's put that over there. It's sort of yellowy themed. Alright, so we've got spruce corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spruce. What do I want? 11, I think it was. You know what? Let's make this one a little bit different. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh. How did I end up the... I'm not even gonna ask. I know what I did. This is a square house. Oops. Oops. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one. There's always, you know, measure twice. And then there's Delenn. 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. But the difference this time, I think we're going to let Scrublord come in on the ground floor. That one will be a bit different on the bottom. Okay, so across the front, let's go 3 by 3. Oops. We've got 1, 2, 3. How did I do that wrong? Oh, right. I did it right the first time. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. I'll worry about the sidewall in a second. 1, 2, 3. Nope. How can I not do this right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then this one is supposed to be the pillar. There. Okay. Because then we're going to have that, and we're going to have a door in here. Do I have any fences? No. Oh, yeah, I do. We can upgrade these later, but that's going to work. All right. So this one I'm okay with. Let's go, how far do I want? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next one up. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Oh, right. Let's do it this way. Almost fails. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oops. Once again, directional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's go like this, that, and that. There aren't as many holes in the basement section or in general in the first house. Well, there were some, I guess, but part of the logic on that one was that technically that house might be more secure because people couldn't just smash in through the bottom. They have to go up to the next level, and that's far easier to say than do because you have to come up the stairs and stuff, and it's easy enough to destroy the stairs if people were trying to smash into your house. 3, 4, that one. Right. One, 2, 3, 4. No, this bit's incorrect anyways. And 2. Already getting a little better than we did the last time. Do I have my generic junk box around? Yes, I do. Sort of. This one. Grab that. At this point, I'm just sort of using it as a dump zone for just about anything that we're not currently working with. Which should give me some more space to work with. Because I don't need that tool. Probably not those. Alright. That should do for now. I swear I had more of these cobblestone walls, and I don't know what I did with them, so I think I must have had them fall and then not realize it. Hey, Tis for Truth, how are you doing this morning? I saw your awesome comment in Discord,
hello there.
And I thought it was neato. So, just for people, in the Delenn Discord, I don't even think I gave it a fancy name. There is a question of the day going on, which I'm going to no, I'll just talk about it. But in there, the question of the day was, if you were transported back in time, okay, with absolutely no belongings, I mean, I'm assuming they're not going to leave you in, like, you know, with no clothes or something, but you wouldn't get modern clothing, so you'd probably have to deal with whatever was appropriate for the time. And I think they said, was it 400 years or something?
Hello.
And it's how would you convince people that you were from the future? And I was wondering about that one a little bit as I was getting ready this morning. I mean, as a distractor from other things that are bugging me. But anyways, point is, Tiz's answer really hit it on the head because Tiz was telling us a lot about... Ooh. Hey, Robo, welcome back. Tiz was telling us a lot about their thought that it would be a pretty good way of teaching them they were from the future if they were susceptible to smallpox, but immune to chickenpox, which also I suspect, based on the way that we name things these days, there's probably some medical similarity, science-wise, between the various types of pox. So you may actually be not immune to smallpox, but you might actually be able to have more likelihood of surviving it back in that period than you would have otherwise. So I really quite like that answer. And I'm going to change out these ones in a second. We need to go up a level. Let's go... It doesn't really matter. This way, that way. So good morning, Tis for Truth, and to Robo Crusher. Today we are working still in the faux Shrewsbury. I don't think I'm going to make a portmanteau out of that one. But we were building house redeems for viewers. So we finished off yellows that we started last night, and it came out yellow-ish. And I did not, or I have not limited to, what did I do with it? Okay, I did not limit to one house because, well, we'll start it with that, and then if we need to limit later on and we start running out of space, that's fine. But for now, I don't mind multiple redeems, and so therefore, yellow's also asked for a second house to be yellow. But in between, Scriblord snuck in and got himself a house that he wants to be very stone brick, which is cool. I can handle that. And we're gonna need to figure out what we're using for a roofing. Oops, a roofing on that one. Yeah, and thank you very much for coming by with the good info. Exactly. So Fantastic Sherlock Fox is totally on the money with that. I need stairs. Where did I put the stairs? Did I put the stairs out here? Those will do. I need to be able to get up to the inside, right? We will also need to figure out where we're going to put the fireplace, and I think for consistency's sake we'll start out the back again. So that just reminds me that I don't put stairs up that side. Let's go. How did I do on the inside, the other one? Peek. Oh, can't quite peek through the windows. Okay. So it has not furnished the inside, so apologies for that one. I wanted to see if I could get in here. One block back from the front. If that makes any sense. Yes. Okay. That allows me to figure out maybe. Aha, okay. The windows on the other side are split out farther. That's why. Okay. This one will be 2 blocks. This one, that one, and that one. Now I can get a flooring in so I can actually do something at the next level. I probably could have done it as planks, but that's one of my few nods to semi-accuracy. And I know it sounds funny because I usually go a little overboard with the research, but it's one of my few nods to semi-accuracy is that I'm going with full thickness planks. Just because they actually use quite a lot of situations where when they had flooring, it was actually made out of like quarter thick of a log or half thick of a log. So I mean, maybe planks would make more sense. But at the moment we've got the supplies, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. So these things do seem to be magnets for mobs at the moment. Alright, so our Geek Out topic currently appears to be movies category. 6 films in which a character is a spy. So we've got Spies Like Us, James Bond, yeah, True Lies, and the Bourne movies. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Johnny English is 5 for sure. And I think what the other one I was thinking of was. That's fine. Okay, how high did I go on the roof? 3 by 3 and across. We said this one was stone bricks. Let's start with that. 3. 1, 2, 3. And then these pillars. On the second level, so what do we got? 1, 2. How do I want to do this? Let's make it the other way. Yeah, okay, I think I like this. Just like we did before. Excuse me. I don't know what it is. I've got coffee, I've got water, but my my voice just doesn't like me today. And we'll cop to the fact that I've spent more hours here in the last 24 than any sane person should have. I fell asleep at my computer last night. I woke up to... Part of it was I was dreaming about it going, oh man, this is familiar. This is really weird. I wonder why I'm hearing this, because I shouldn't be watching whatever it was. So I woke up, and it was after 4 in the morning, and I was waking up to a version of the actor Harvey Feinstein doing a song called I Am What I Am from the musical La Cage aux Folles, which is one of my favorites, but my brain was thinking, why that guy? Well, it makes perfect sense when I woke up to it, but it didn't. That was not what I was watching when I went to bed. I'll admit, though, that was on my watch later list, but still. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy. Yep. Exactly. I mean, one could argue that, where am I here? Oh. One could argue that technically there would have been a spy in like Robin Hood or something, but that's a little far-fetched. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, should have been a fourth one. But these are wrong. It's okay. I actually do 3x3s in the windows. That will help. Because then I know where things are. 2, 3. Maybe. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I didn't hear that one drop. Where did it go? Oh, it's down there. Okay. Just to make sure I pick those up before they despawn. The less we have to chop, the better. It's been a while since I watched a spy movie. I don't remember. I haven't seen many of those for years. Have we got to 6 yet? I don't think so. What else have we got? There's often spies in, shoot, I can't even think today. My brain wants to say The Prisoner, but I'm thinking, no, that's not right. I don't have any pre-made on this side. Let's double check on this one. Okay, fine. That's where our junk boxes went. Let's pick up the rest. 1, 2, 3. We're not over here this time. Nope. I'll put another shulker monster down when I get back to that project. That's what we did yesterday morning, by the way, was the gate. I need more bricks. Nope, that's not it. Shulker monsters are no help to me because I make a big mess out of it anyways. There, we have 2 junk boxes now. That'll confuse me. I'll consolidate those off screen. That's not worth messing with at the moment. Okay, this one, let's put the extra cobblestone up there because I don't need that at the moment. I need to figure out what to do with the back because on yellows, we had ourselves a brick chimney tower. But I think what I'll do with Scrub Lords is go brick in the rather classic sense if I can. I kind of wish that you could get like terracotta or clay bricks that actually looked like the real thing, rather than always having to look like a brownstone. Nothing wrong with brownstones by any stretch of the imagination, but makes it a bit more challenging when they always have to look at brownstones because it's a little bit too modern for something like this. I like the bigger brick style. It is what it is. Okay, what do we got? And if at any point, Scrublord, I'm building something that is not what you had envisioned for your house, do let me know. Because as with yellows yesterday, I don't mind redoing it if I need to. It's not a problem. Which one? Oh, let's see. I don't even actually know if I have one. You said schedule was a command. I'm just curious, it won't take long for me to look. Oh, 2 pieces on that, I believe. Okay, so for one, schedule should have been an everybody thing, but it wasn't, my mistake. Second is it seems to be, what do you call it? Case sensitive. Yeah. And if you can, I wasn't going to do the barber shop, however, it's more that I don't have any, at this point, any suggestion that it's going to be remotely period appropriate. So I'm not against doing it. It's just that if there's anything that you could point me to that would suggest the barbershop thing was around in the 12th century, then sure. But if not, I mean, I'm not saying never. It may just end up being maybe referenced by the decor within a redeemed viewer house for Robo Crusher. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Alright, so that's that one. Now, before we get too far into this, Scrublord, do you have a preferred orientation for your roof? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Let's go every third. Nope? Okay. Cool. Fox, I'm gonna have to steal that because I don't think that's actually in the schedule command. It just occurred to me. But I'll pull that later from just reminding me to fix my schedule. Because at the moment, the schedule trigger pulls the next stream command, which is the same thing, and that's not what you were talking about. That probably would be sensible. That's okay. It lets you. That's fine. That's fine, Tiz. And besides, I think you've got the ability to post stuff that long, and I don't know if everybody else does. That works. Okay, what have we got? Slabs. Oh, I have slabs. Uh-huh. Let's do it that way rather than actually making more and wasting supplies. Coffee. All right. Oops, that's meant to be lower slabs. Yep, and frequently a lot of that bloodletting fun would actually have been the monks in the monastery as well. So, I mean, that's another thing we can also do is, have people like name characters and we end up with, I don't know, Brother Harold the Gruesome or something. All right. Windows, windows. Just tear through the floor. let's see what I've got. Do I have clay for that? Assuming the answer is probably no, and I probably don't already have enough bricks for it. Oh, being it's not in that box. 62. I don't know, maybe 62 might work? If not, I've got a backup idea. But it's a lot of gray on gray, which is why I didn't want to go with the backup. I don't have to. Well, I end up in the hole. I guess it's better than... Could be worse. Okay. Bricks. One thing we will keep the same as yellows is the sort of faux basement will start on the ground floor. And in this case, I'm just going to attach to the side of the wall and just build up from that. So this bit right in the middle will need to change. Let's go like this. Change out of there. This one's a little bit more sane than the last one. Last one stuck out a lot. We're going to overhang. Why not? Why not? This one out. Java, come on. There we go. Oh, really? Whatever. 3, 6. This is looking like something a little faster than the other one. Greetings and salutations, Big Hairy GM. Now, one thing I found interesting in my research, which I thought was kind of cool, hot, I guess, maybe, but what I thought was kind of neat in the research that I had done was that, did I actually build it 3x3? Are you kidding me? Here's the wall of the basement. Was that, houses in the medieval period actually, like with the cooking zone and whatever, actually had not just a hearth per se, but some of the hearths were built double-decker in a way that I hadn't realized before. So, for example, we could do this sort of thing, and then have the fire and it just goes up the inside, right? Whereas, because this works because the house is stone. But also they would often have, in truth, a really, like a small corner, which we can't represent, unfortunately, in Minecraft size. They'd often have a small corner, which is basically the flue from the lower level, and the smoke would come up, and then rather than filling this room, that would suck it all up, and they would only need to have one chimney exit. Whereas a lot more modern ones decided that wasn't safe nor structurally sound, so they didn't end up doing that. It's kind of a interesting twist that I didn't know about before. But also being Minecraft, I'm going to pretend that these are not as thick as they are because it wouldn't work. And we're just going to go filling up what we need. I'll save these other, I'll save these other 15 because I need to figure out where the roof line goes first. It's raining. I'm building in the rain. All right. We can just count as we go. Good. Yep. Bricks. There we go. 1, 2, 3, I think. 4. Looking for a 7-block zone on the roof. That's what the challenge was there. 1, 2. No, it is 3. 1, 2, 3. I think it's this, and that. I think. Let's see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was 8. Did I get taller than the other house? So above the window, we've got 1 block, 2 block, 3 blocks. Above the window, we've got 1, 3. Okay, well, I guess this one looks taller for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. It is, but I don't know why. They screwed up the whole floor. That's why. Okay, well, scrub, it will get fixed, but we'll do that off stream. So I am going to just power on through. Actually, do we really care? Let's see. Nah, it's variety. Variety will make everybody a little bit different. That's all. But, so it's not actually taller. So Big Hairy Jam, what have you been up to lately? As you can see, we are building houses in the Bedrock world. This one is for Scrublord. We're working on Scrublord's house. If there's anything particular you would like in the house, Scrublord, do let me know. Sounds like you're being very flexible, which is good for me. Got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go 4 on this one. Actually, maybe I won't. What did I do here? That looked nice, so I'm just going to repeat that. So spruce. Oops. Let's not fall off the roof. Shifting, not approach or controlling. Did I? Yeah, there we go. We have to be higher than the roof line, right? That's the rule. This one, this one. So we're gonna need more bricks, but that's okay, we can do it. Did I? 2, 3, 4. Great, okay. Come on. I can't MLG a brick, even though I know I'm going to smack at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, okay, the house will work. Alrighty. So, roof-wise, next door, Yellow's house, because of the dark tone of the oak, I went with spruce on the roof. Scrublord, do you want me to do the same sort of tone drop on yours and go down to dark oak? Or would you like me to stick with spruce, or would you have some other preference for the roof? Hello, Robo Crusher. Again, welcome back from Lurk. Well, I guess it's a good thing I wasn't on the roof. Spruce is fine. Alrighty. Do I have any? Let's take some of these and make a bunch of stairs. It's funny, I had made a ton of stairs. Oops, nope. Yeah. We need a saw table. Oh Yang, what's your problem? You can cut stone, but you can't cut wood. Anyway, nope. Random junk box. It's one of these two, right? There we go. Can I? Yes, I know it's awkward. Can I land on a roof? Maybe? 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 And nope. Nope. Derp. Spent a lot of silly time yesterday derping my way through, failing to land on roofs. Okay. Finishing which? This particular house, or do you mean the something grander? If you mean the entire build? We have a long time, actually. The Dadcraft73 coffee server, as we call it. I tried a whole bunch of other names, none of them caught on. The Dadcraft coffee server, as we call it, will be not reset as a season until 1.21 comes out, so the next major release, I guess, from Mojang. I'll put the dormer on the opposite side, just to be a little different. So we have until then to do it. I'm hoping to hoping to fill it before that point. Like, to fill the town before that point. There isn't a specific end date on that one, so sort of, I guess, to get as far as I can is probably the best way of looking at it. However, should I actually get to whatever point I figured was finished before that, which is unlikely, but if I did, then I would go ahead with the upgrades to things. So, for example, we might terraform in some features for the river or something to that effect. Maybe I'd put in a hovel for, like, poor Madog of the Dead Boats, whose job it is to scoop corpses off the river. That's a possibility. We could, go ahead with the castle upgrades, because, I mean, I'm going to build the town and finish the walls and stuff like that. Try and lay out the streets a little bit before I ever get to rebuilding the roof. Not the roof, sorry, the castle. Wow, what a rip. Takes a lot of stairs. Let's see, did I bring any more? Did I put them in the junk boxes? Alrighty then. That's okay. There's an easy temporary solution to this. That needs to be the way it is over there. So I'm going to nick this floor and redo the floor, make it a smidge higher, I think. I mean, I could make it spawn-proof by going lower, but I don't think that's reasonable. But by going lower right here, then I can make it start the stairs. Yeah, so that's what it's going to be a long project. We were on a survival multiplayer, so there's also stops and starts in between for, I would say, group projects or building it at our spawn shopping district and stuff. Dadcraft loves to tease a little bit, to say, hey, we all need shops, but the truth is, if you don't want to put a shop, you don't have to. And I didn't this season. I probably could have. My contributions to spawn have been a rather cheesy free chicken stall, and a giant sort of, what do we call him? It was like trade something or other. Trollzar, I guess? Basically a Zoltar style message spitting machine. They're not exactly, like, it's not really sort of a fortune. It's mostly neat quotes that were either suggested or either suggested by people or said by famous people. Okay, I need some stairs. Make that the primary. It's only 36, but that'll work for now. Get me up there. Okay, well, let's see. Let's steal this one too. Because I can. Didn't think about that. Silly me. Ooh. Slight miscalculation on the start of the Hill Champion fight, but that's okay. We may have to run it twice, just because we have ourselves an ad break, which is not necessarily conducive to playing Hill Champion. Come on. Really? But we get to see who's the champion, so feel free to put an exclamation point join, and then you get to be a part of this little randomized battle to see who can actually be the champion of the hill by beating off their opponents this time. Thank you, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. I do have a version of a file. It's an in-progress version with all the instructions and stuff, and I should get that to you. My plan while I was in Ireland was to do up a whole lovely form or set of instructions for everybody, like all the moderators, on what all the various commands do. And I thought, oh yeah, this is great, but in order to do that, I'll take my bot software with me so I can just pull up the list and see what we've got. Well, yeah, I took a bot, but I accidentally took the speech-to-text or text-to-speech bot that is not what we actually use. So, oopsie on my part. Alright. So let's see, what have we got? This one, and that one. I guess right down to the bottom here. Okay, how far out? The hangover on the thing, and the next one turns. This one turns. Let's start this one. Go that way. Time to make an omelet. Tiz is very good with this scrambling eggs thing. Either that, or you can use it for scaring off people with eggs. Some of my kids just really don't like them. I don't know what their challenge is, but they really do not like eggs. That's not flying. Okay. On the bright side, we do have a spruce tree in the wings if we need it. But we've got 2 more stacks here, and I'll steal those for the flooring. There's some doors. I think we're doing good on that. Oh, let's stick with storm doors, I think. Or storm, yeah. Let's go with the spruce trapdoors for storm shades this time. Yellow's windows are really plainly yellow because on the inside they've got yellow tapestries that you see through the oak trapdoors. Okay. Oh. Apparently brain is in short supply today. Alright. Yes, there will be at least a reference. One way or the other. I'm not necessarily sure that it's appropriate to do a full-on barber shop because it would often be an extra thing. As Tiz pointed out earlier, where if I can find it, scroll back. It's a long one. Nope, that's BKR GM's comment. There we go. So to really understand the origin of the barber pole and hence the barber shop, we must go back to European Middle Ages, which is accurate. But a barber was the only person with the sharp instruments needed for a shave and a trim. And they were also doing medical and stuff, but did not sound like they actually would have their own place. If we're to take an inspiration off of, I will look into it further, but if we're taking inspiration off of what ended up happening in the West, on the other side of the pond, was that frequently it would actually be, the barber would also be the barman, or the tavern owner or whatever, because barbering, they didn't actually have as great a set of skills for making iron things as we frequently do now. Some of them were really good, no arguments there. But the resulting effect was, if somebody was to give you a neck shave, they were just about as likely to go all Barber of Fleet Street on you and you're not existing anymore, as they were to actually being able to give you a shave. Therefore, it was frequent that maybe the tavern owner that was also your barman and lovely medical individual, because that way you could have an alcoholic painkiller. So, great way to make business out of that. There we go. So we definitely will have a reference at minimum. I mean, your tavern owner, barber, person, etc., was also very frequently your what do you call it? Your dentist. They would have all kinds of things. Though, I mean, some would say that because of the tongs, occasionally, and the manual strength required at the time, that occasionally your dentist would also be your could be your blacksmith, and the reason for that would be that they would be really easily able to get hold of a cauterization method once they've extracted a tooth. That was once they'd learned about cauterization. Some felt it was healthy for a person to bleed after having a tooth extracted because they felt that it was part of the bloodletting process, which was considered healthy at the time. Not exactly the world's smartest thing. Yeah, so at minimum there will be a reference, but if you want more of a barbershop, feel free to save your points, and we will build you a house that will be a barbershop. We can do that. So it could look like a house, or it could look like something else, but it would still, they would still have the full barbershop for Robo Crusher. I have no objections to doing that. That's not a problem. Oops, up and over. I'm used to building dormers from the top, not the bottom, so I built that one wrong. Let's see, let's go from here. That one come over, and then this one. That one. Oh, how do we go? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then this fourth level, I think. We have 1, 2, 3, and then the hangover with flat. Okay, so this would be straight, hang. Oh, and I miscalculated. Okay, that explains a lot. This one is not right. Because this one's not right. We go that away. There we go. This one. That makes more sense. Okay. This one will be in 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Confusing, but it works. Sure, we can do that. So I will, let's see, make a note of that. Just give me one split second. Where'd I put the pen? If all else fails, grab a different pen. Okay. So noting, and P for not claimed yet. Robo will be shop theme. There, see? It's on the whiteboard. NP is as in not paid for yet, as in points still to be saved up for. All right, it gives me a little bit of time to do some research as well to make sure I do it appropriately. That'll be a fun rabbit hole to go down, is learning about the history of barbershops. Especially English ones. When you think about it, I would not have been surprised, in all honesty, if the barbershop really would have been done, would have been done by some of the monks. And the reason I say that is not trying to be glib and say, oh, I don't have to do it. It's more that for the number of times they have to shave their heads throughout the year to keep the tonsure zone bald, which you think about is kind of like an inverse of a Jewish yarmulke. But in any case, where I'm going here. If you think of the number of times they have to do that throughout the year, it would kind of make sense that they have know about hair cutting. 1, 2, 3. This one. Let's get this edge. Need to, and that one goes this way. And this one goes that way. Which means this one's wrong. There we go. This one. I always forget how I start the dormers. Some of the Barbershop Medical, we could have seen a demonstration last weekend. We were all a little squicked. Yeah. I could totally see that. We were all a little squicked. And where am I here? So for that point, we had a little bit of fun, but Army Medical can be a little icky at times. Why am I not... I don't know what I'm doing here. 1, 2, 3. Just go with filler. That's probably easier. Rather than worrying about it, let's go with some filler. Oops. Not that. This'll work. Okay, we've got 1, 2. Direction, and there's my spruce slabs. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pattern server. Yeah, so if you so it was exclamation point DC server, which is what I threw in there, and then for the mods, that is. And then if we need, there's also an exclamation point who is DC. But if anybody is interested in joining, it's actually not a free server, I'm afraid. This is one for people who support Dadcraft73 on Patreon because they like the rest of his content. So I would highly recommend, if you're interested in that, get to know his content, get to know his community. He's got a Discord server as well, and which you can find. I don't think I have the DC Discord command enabled at the moment. I used to have one. But yeah, definitely worth getting to know him and his community before asking questions about joining, but it all definitely is not a free server, I'm afraid. This one is it? Why is it today that I just can't get my brain to work? This one, that one. There we go. Nope. No worries. On the autocorrect thing. Autocorrect does not like us sometimes. And I don't know why I couldn't just figure this out by going down the whole rows. It would make sense if I could figure it out that way today. But my brain just doesn't like it, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Here we go. Alright, so now I can go back on the inside and finish that one up. Oh, and I missed. we're getting there. Slowly, but surely we're getting there. Okay, well I guess it might help if I actually tried to put... Oh! I actually tried to put floors in here. Okay, how much do I need? I never remember with half slabs how many I need, so I'm pretty sure that'll be in the way. Doop. Yeah, it is. This one. And that one. It's different depending on whether you've got a lower slab or an upper slab. Okay, that will give me enough space that I can get up to the window. The bricks go, here we go. Oh, that's a bucket. That's not a brick! Not the brick. No, 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 not the brick. This one, there we go. And that one. That should look okay. Let's see how we're doing. Yep, reasonable. Alright, so that one needs... I just realized while I'm here. Let's do it from the outside, actually. Should be the end of that one from the inside. Strip line. This one. And put our stair in. Let's check the other. Oh boy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I know the roof wasn't done, but I mean, jeepers creepers. Okay, yeah, that looks good, but I was going to do this from outside. There we go. Nope. Not leaving that there. I just need to put a trapdoor on the outside. Then I can take off this piece. So let's see. Geek Out topic has changed. So the way we play Geek Out around here, if you are unfamiliar with it, is that we crowdsource the hopefully target number of answers to the topic. So if we can reach that fairly quickly, then one of the mods or myself will reset the question. But if we can't, then there's a 5-minute timer before anybody can run the command Geek Out to change the topic. Sometimes I pull Streamer's Prerogative if Streamer's Prerogative and change it up early, if there's a reason such as maybe inappropriate content or something of that nature. Total Dell question. Uh-oh, what's this one? 2 Broadway musicals based on movies. Well, 2 that Fantastic Sherlock Fox is aware of. We'll just yep. So Lion King and Pretty Woman. I was gonna say we could stick Disney, but we had those are 2 that I saw within the last couple of seasons. There's also if we can exceed the goal of 2, then we're doing well. So there's also what's the word? Aladdin, because I took the kids to see that one. And then there's been plenty of Disney musicals. I mean, really, if you would just want to go down a line of Disney musicals, you can get plenty. For example, as you said, we've got that. There's Little Mermaid. There's Beauty and the Beast. You know, pretty much you name it, they've got it. Okay, what was I in here for? Bricks, right? Bricks. I will get rid of the extra tool thing for now. Otherwise I won't have space. Let's put fires back in the box. There we go. The Lion King and Pretty Woman are the easiest ones there. So we have just rocked that one. So if anybody wants to throw exclamation geek out, doesn't have to be a mod, then go right ahead. Just a few bricks. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't go throwing stuff around here. Come on, game. I know I'm going to have this need for bricks more often, so I'm not too bothered by the fact that I just overspent. There we go, we have 60. If we can't finish the project in 60, got issues. Oh, wrong door. So I do apologize to those of you on mobile, it's difficult to see because of all the scrolling and whatnot. And it would take you out of the video. But for those of you on PCs, if you take a look at the panels down below, one of the panels will actually have a list that's not, I think it's complete, but it's not nearly as long as the mod one, for some of the commands that can be run in stream. So if there's anything there that piques your fancy, go right ahead and run it. Also, there's little ones like the sounds we can run. Exclamation point sounds will let you get information on what sorts of free noises we have, and that's probably the best way of putting it. There's plenty of free noises, so there's always those sorts of things. Okay, let's go back to putting these up. Bricks. It just occurred to me that by not going full 3x3, I kind of messed myself up for being able to put a smoke in the top of this one. So I think I'm gonna have to fake it at some point. So we're gonna make it work, but it may not be as real as I had originally planned. But that's okay. We can do it. We can do this. We can rebuild it. We have the technology, or lack thereof, depending on your time period. Actually, that was not supposed to be there anyway. Do this one and that one, and this one. Because, what is it we always say? Chimneys must be higher than the roof line. And I think one block is kind of cheaty. There we go. All right. That sort of seems to work. Okay, and I don't have a slot in the roof anymore, so that's good news. Huzzah! Okay, the main floor needs some sort of windowing thing. Let's go with trapdoors all around. That's probably easier. These will be external trapdoors, though. That way, the idea is the persons that people could open and close them. And although that's less historically accurate, it just looks better. And what I mean by that is research that I was looking into said that, if anything, the trapdoors would actually have been more likely to have been installed like this, which doesn't look that great from the outside. It looks really flat. But the reason it was installed like that is because then it's out of the way and they could just close it from the inside. But it just looks really dumb in Minecraft when you do it that way. Because you're removing a source of texture. Also, to this point I've used torches. It's not for any reason other than convenience. we can actually go ahead and put stuff in. Stuff. Wow. Put in lanterns and things. I just have not done so. Okay. And there's probably gonna... Ooh, it's not good. Just thinking, it's coming to be nighttime, but if I don't take care of this, there's probably gonna be mobs. There. And there. There we go. Mobs outside is one thing. Mobs inside is inappropriate. New Geek Out has been posted. We're now naming 4 TV shows cancelled after 2 or fewer seasons. Hee 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 hee. Firefly! There, got that one out of the road. Anyone else think of that? 2 or fewer seasons? I would have said The Expanse, but I think that actually went a smidge longer. So Fantastic Sherlock Fox could answer that one for me. And I'm going to include or allow cancelled on one network, even if it was picked up by another one. So were there anything that you guys can think of that would fit that bill? Okay, Windows. Let's go around to do Windows. And you know something? I think I'm going to change my mind on this one. Not on the whole thing, just on the windows. I think Scrublord's going to get horizontal shutters if I can make it work. Put this one in. And can I? Nope. Why is it I can always make it work when I don't want it to? Nope. That's not the way I want it either. Okay. So we're gonna have to just make it look like you can close them. What a shame. These two can stay vertical. Because of the depth, those will go horizontal again. Oh. So we've got canceled for 2 or fewer seasons. Huh. Not sure. Okay, that's ground floor. These ones are wide enough apart that we could get double doors. I don't quite have enough. Hey Zeroed, how goes?
Hello.
Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm being a little bit silly with this viewer redeemed house. So we're making one for Scrublord this time. Can I reach the windows? Yeah. And people are getting the choice of what they can make it out of in terms of the wood. The styling, not so much. It's fairly predictable styling within reasons. I mean, they don't all have dormers, but there's going to be a few that are different. For example, Yellow got a 2-story this time. I think the next one might be a single story, and it'll be more yellow. There we go. Okay. This side needs a window, right? Right. Sounds like a surprise is coming in Zeroed stream. Uh-oh, what did I miss? Well, we might just have to hang out. Yeah, everybody's busy these days. It's amazing how time just flies on by. Okay, that's the back side. Guess I need a window or two. Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah. This one. Oops. Nope, not that one. So this is how we're populating the village that we're working on. You can start to see we've got a couple of houses going in. They look really big, actually, because weirdly enough, they're actually bigger than the beacon. What did I... Oh, I dropped a slab somewhere. Whatever. Okay, so I got the holes punched. Do we want holes in the back? Probably not. I don't know where this song came from, but I kind of like it. Sort of a neat one. Okay, let's get these stairs going. Or not stairs. These things, whatever I want to call it. That one. And this one. Come on. Consistency is key, mister. There we go. We do have yards and stuff to put together as well, but I'm going to do a run on terraforming after the fact, I think. So we'll get some of that sort of stuff going. So we need rails on the house so you don't fall off. Otherwise, I think we're doing okay. Go back up and make sure we don't fall off the balcony. And get some doors. That's... I don't like that. That was far too much depth on that one, so we'll put the door on the outside this time. There, that's better. For Geek Out, Fantastic Shark Fox will say Firefly. Zero's summer's almost done. He feels bad he didn't get anything done that he wanted to. Well, sometimes things happen. Summer usually seems so short, but this year it just flew by. Feels like everyone is getting caught off guard by how fast things are over. You know, I would say the same thing happened last year. And the reason I think that is that every year, as a parent, I try and plan things for the kids. You know, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to have whatever these, you know, exciting plans are. And they very rarely actually happen. It's not that I want to plan the kids' day to high heaven or anything like that, but we've made noises about sleepaway camps. We've made noises about you know, potentially a day camp for a change, or we've made noises about, you know, lots and lots of adventures and lots of hiking. And I was going to go to our historical village this summer and didn't make it there. You know, all this kind of stuff. And it just feels like time gets away from you, you know? This one. And so I didn't really notice the summer was nearly over until it was over, which kind of stinks. The weather in baseball took a lot away from our summer. Yeah, we had a bit of a fumble this year and didn't get the kids into outdoor soccer, which we usually try and do. So a lot of our, you know, spring season is outdoor soccer, and then sometimes, depending on the club you're with, they may or may not have an outdoor, or sorry, July and August section. One year we did, and one year we didn't, sort of thing. But we didn't get them in this year. And then registration for indoors open now, so I need to look into that and coordinate with Fantastic Sherlock Fox to make sure that we get our kids in this fall, because it sounded like they were interested again, but we'll have to ask them at lunch or something. Oh, I missed the top. Ha 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 ha. Let's do something a little different there. So in any case, it just feels like most years, a lot of it's stolen by the soccer, which is fine, because the kids enjoy the rec soccer. It was all good. Let's do one from the inside and one from the outside. They don't quite meet, so that's not going to make me happy. I'm going to take inside one out and fix it from the other side. Lazy way in. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Now I can't get out. Oops. Okay, so for the house itself, I think we're basically through. I just want to put in a fireplace in both levels, and because I sort of jankified the chimney, it doesn't work too well to have them lit, so I'm just going to put them out, so to speak. Wow. Yeah, it sounds like, I mean, baseball's one of those things that that I really like it when people are able to get into a sport they enjoy. And it really sounds like he's enjoying it, and it can keep things busy, but definitely. Thank you for dissipating. Do not suffocate me. And that one needs... that needs to be out, but this has to be bigger. This is going to be the cooking fire, mostly. So as part of the deco, I'll need to put in like cauldrons and such. Anyway, where are we going with this? I haven't done interior on yellows either. But we need more banners, so I have to figure out what color scribblers are going to be. Did I miss any of the windows? I can see those two are covered. That one's messily covered. They're like eyelashes. Okay, that one's covered. Those two were good, I think. It's awesome to watch him grow this year and really get into it. It was his first real season back after about a 3-year hiatus, and the coaches are, their words, drooling over his arm. Ah, so he's got talent. Well, yeah, that's definitely worth it. Okay, so quick spin around. I know we need to do the interior and the yard scribbler, but if you're happy, I'm happy. I like that. There we go, there's Scribbler's place. Now we just need to put a sign on it. Stop flipping through the walls. Toolbox. Yay! Okay. Scribbler's house. So let's... Just trying to figure out, why do I have grass blocks? And it's because I did the floors. I need a sign. I need a sign. Goes above the door, I need a sign. Toolbox can have the fire.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hey, Neon. Ooh, I want pictures when you're done. So Yellow's house is above the entrance door, which means Scrubs will be above the entrance door as well, I think. This way. Ooh, actually. Can I? Hang on. Aw. I have to remember how to do hanging signs. That would have been... Oops, that would have been cool. Okay, we'll start with this. Scrub Lord XL1. Is there anything else you want to put on this sign? Shrub's Place probably wouldn't work too well. So we definitely do have some terraforming to do, and yard work and whatever on both of them, and interior stuff. The house itself is built. At the rate I go, Alrighty, so we have 10 minutes left on that one, which is just enough time. Let's take taking the marker. Actually, let's take the eraser, it's easier. I'm gonna swipe off scrub lords with spruce pillars and stone brick walls off the list. Alright. Let's see what we've got. Yellows, scrub lords. There we go. Hike is steeper than you expected. Oh? Do you guys have a sort of a rule of thumb for converting for hikes? The way we look at it from our scouting point of view, for the purposes of supposedly of our youth, but and honestly, it's purposes of people like me, where we look at it, in terms of, I put them in here. So what I mean by that, let me correct that. In deer trails, you get higher. Okay. I want to line them all up a little bit jankified at the front. Okay, those two are lined up, sort of. Pretty dead lined up at the back. So let's move this one a couple of blocks forward just for something different. So, what did I have, 6, I think it was, from the drip line? I do want to keep this distancing relatively the same. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, how convenient. 2. Oops. 9? Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do I want to do different this time? 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I really that square? Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, 11. Okay, so let's go 11 this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, ha ha. Joke's on me. There's again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which went right through the road. Well, that's not good. Okay. Oh, why do I want this road? Clearly my sketching was way out to lunch, but so the red blocks aren't as important. Make it the other side of the street. Why not? How much hangover did I have in the front? From the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 6? Okay. Look at a couple extra blocks. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The one at the front is 10. So this would be 11. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that one. 8, 9, 10. Wasn't intending to. Yeah. Wasn't intending to run long. There are things that we need to do today. So, one piece I haven't touched on that was bugging me this morning was that today is the last day. 1, 2, 3. Last day before my son goes back to school, or my daughter goes back to school. And she's pretty chill because she knows what's going on and you know, the generic of what's what. Whereas I'm the one who's wound up about my son. He's probably going to handle it just fine, but I'm the one who's all wound up. But I mean, hey, it's first day in junior high and all that. So I never really know how people are going to take it. Random, please. Oop. Pocket. There we go. Cheaty McCheater's a way of doing things. This, that. Get the sign out of there and the tool. The sign will be fine. The tool can go in the toolbox where it belongs. Alright. Bedtime. Huh. You are taking a gallon of ice water. Okay, so if you're 25% through it, are you more than 25% through your hike? Yeah. His and Fantastic Sherlock Fox could get along really, really well in that respect. Fantastic Sherlock Fox went about 3 kilometers up a road when we were when we were camping a couple of years ago. I had booked us a spot in a valley because I thought, oh yeah, no internet, this will be great. We'll be able to do this whole family thing. And then we were using it as sort of the base of our day so that we would drive out from there to whatever we were going to do. Yeah, little did I know that Fantastic Sherlock Fox doesn't handle that well. So every morning and every evening, he would take a walk down to about 3 kilometers away. Actually, up, I should say, to about 3 kilometers away, so that he could actually get cell reception to be able to get his work emails. So I learned, I'm not doing that again. After that, we camped in a spot that you could actually get cell reception. It also helps because it lets the kids do things like play Pokemon Go and so forth. But still, I learned, not to mention that particular campground had far too many mosquitoes. But yeah, Fox would make the daily walk, and I would just... At first it really bothered me, but then I realized, it was actually better to let him do it and not fuss about it than it was for me to make a fuss and have him annoyed with me until he was able to get his information. And honestly, sometimes the coverage makes a difference in terms of whether or not he can even attend. So, I'll swallow that frog. All right, so we've got the outline starting for Yellow's second house, which is going to face the road and be in front of his other house, just the way the road worked out. And it's going to have bamboo walls, which we will pick up on this afternoon. So yes, we will have a second Yellow house run this afternoon, but we can spend some of the time on the house, and then depending on what happens, we can start doing some of the interiors on these ones and a little bit of yard work. I mean, it's medieval, there wouldn't have been a whole ton of it, but we can do things that would be functional. So, for example, barrels off the sides, cauldron inside, that sort of jazz. Beds, well, depending on your point of view, maybe a bed. Probably not super fancy colored beds, maybe everything will be brown, who knows. All right, so that's where we're started. Let's take a quick look and just see who's currently live. There's a few good ones I saw, and then there was also some scheduling ones, or scheduled ones that looked pretty good. So let's see, who do we have? I think we're going to go hit up Maribel Jade today. I think that's a great place to be. When I last refreshed this page, she was starting 32 minutes ago, so that's probably long. Actually, let me double check, because when I did look at that, I didn't refresh, and it's possible that they may not even be live anymore. See? Joke's on me. I should know better. Okay, actually, instead, we're going to go over to Gutty. He's doing what he calls his favorite build ever. Or, it's asking if it's his favorite build ever. So let's go see what he's talking about. Yeah, I was looking at the schedule and then reading it as current when it wasn't. No. So we're going to head over to Gutty and drop in on him and see how things are turning out. So let's get that raid started. I nearly hit the wrong button. Oh boy. Very big difference between the two different streamers. Okay, so let's get this going.
Mischief managed. Mischief managed.
Wow. I want to say thank you to everybody who came through today. A special thank you to the people that spent the time to join us and hang out with us when there's other things you could have been doing. Thank you very much to ITT Tom for bringing all your raiders by. Also, thank you very much to Betshirt for the brand new follow, and to people for Jay, Scrublord, and Yellow for spending their points today. Also, special thank you to Scrublord, Fantastic Shock, Fox, Tis for Truth, and Doubleheader Neon for being our mods today. And thank you to Tom and Springer Shadow and Yellow and Dibble Shrugs for chat. Apparently I didn't get a reboot off of yesterday, but that's okay. Thank you to Tim Dog, Robo Crusher, Big Harry GM, and Zeroed for chatting with us. So I hope everybody had a good time. We're going to pick up where we left off, finish at this second house for Yellow, and do some interiors, and then at some point, we will be putting in some roads and working on a second gate for the walls. So we have projects coming up, and in the meantime, I will try and see what we can do about terraforming some spaces. But let's head on over to Gutty. So feel free to grab any emotes you need or any that you think are appropriate. I will see you on the other side. Bye-bye for now.